PMS may be incredibly common, but it is not normal. And because we've accepted PMS and assume that it is a part of having a period and being a woman, we have stopped looking for solutions. And this is a huge problem because the longer that PMS goes untreated, the higher our risk of cancer, of dementia, and also heart disease and diabetes. So again, I say all the time that when our body is presenting symptoms, it is trying to communicate something to us. And by ignoring it or assuming it's just a normal part of life, then we miss these important signals and we don't get to the root cause of the problem. So PMS can be caused by a number of different factors. We produce prostaglandins. And prostaglandins, there's one type of prostaglandin that can induce contractions in the uterus. But then there are two other types of prostaglandins that help to offset those contractions and create a calming effect, helping to relax those muscles in the uterus. Now, unfortunately, many women have the prostaglandin that stimulates the cramps. That's very present and active, but the prostaglandins that help offset that are not activated. And they are activated by eating good nutrient-dense foods. So if you have a nutrient-depleted diet or you're not getting the proper nutrients your body needs for, another reason, maybe because you've been on the pill or you're taking NSAIDs or something like that, and you're not absorbing all the nutrients from your food, that can cause these good prostaglandins to lie dormant and cause really severe menstrual cramping. Next week, I want to go into more detail about other period problems and how things like endometriosis can cause cramping. That's when the lining of the uterus is no longer on the inside, but it's starting to grow on the outside. This can cause a lot of issues attached to the bladder, the intestines, and cause really a lot of pain and discomfort. So those are things to definitely watch out for, because left untreated, they can lead to hysterectomies and a lot of other complications. So again, these PMS symptoms are not normal. They're your body trying to tell you something. Something else to know is that PMS symptoms really arise when there is an imbalance of estrogen and progesterone. Most commonly, estrogen dominance is really offsetting the calming benefits of progesterone. And this is when we can see mood swings, breast tenderness, lots of cramping, heavy, painful periods, and all those other unpleasant symptoms like acne that can arise before your period or during your period. So that is something to definitely acknowledge. Estrogen dominance is very common, and there are foods that can contribute to estrogen dominance. Not having a healthy digestive system can contribute to estrogen dominance because we need to release that through our bowels in order to get rid of a lot of the estrogen. We get estrogen from plastics, all kinds of different things. Synthetic estrogen that builds up from birth control can also cause estrogen dominance and really just stifle the many benefits of progesterone. So that can be another cause. Also, you really want to optimize your vitamin D and calcium levels to help relieve PMS symptoms. And that's something that if we work together, we can take a look at through blood work, through family history, through genetic testing to know whether you're at risk for vitamin D deficiency. And I definitely have some great sources of calcium. Most people assume milk is the best source of calcium, but unfortunately, when you're trying to balance your hormones, dairy has hormones in it, and so that can kind of create more imbalances in the body because of those growth hormones in the dairy. So opting for things like fish, small fish that have the bones in them, like sardines especially, or wild caught salmon. These have a natural source of calcium in those tiny edible bones, and those can really help to balance your hormones, keep your bones strong, and make sure your calcium levels are optimal. So PMS symptoms really do disappear once we start to tune into our bodies, feed our bodies the right thing, and get in sync with our hormonal rhythms. And the more that we neglect that and ignore that and go against that, the more off balance we are going to be. Tommy, can you stop? He thought it was a great time to lick himself and give himself a bath. Anyways, so when we start to get in tune with our cycle and start to sync our cycle, that's really when we begin to relieve these uncomfortable PMS symptoms and find some relief. Another cause of PMS is inflammation. In fact, women with high levels of inflammatory markers in their body have a 41% increased risk of PMS. So calming inflammation in the body, it's a big one. It can be caused by stress. Inflammation can be caused by leaky gut. It can be caused by food sensitivities and allergies, all kinds of different things. Environmental stressors as well, like plastics, heavy metals, things like that that are causing the body to create this inflammatory response to try to fight off those invaders. So reducing inflammation by eating the right foods and by supporting your body the ways it needs to be supported with the right activities can really help to calm that inflammation and relieve a lot of those unpleasant symptoms. So again, something I'm always repeating is that these symptoms, it's not your body betraying you. It's not a normal part of being a woman, having unbearable cramps and mood swings. That's not normal. It's common, but it's not normal, and you don't have to live with that. And that is something that I work with my clients on and help them achieve more balance. Because honestly, your period, it should just sneak up on you. You shouldn't be just totally debilitated the week before your period starts. It should sneak up on you. Maybe your energy is a little bit different, some slight subtle changes, but all in all, it should not be this drastic black and white change. It shouldn't totally put you out. So if this sounds like you, if you're really struggling with PMS, it's really disrupting your life, your relationships, your career, then we need to get to the bottom of that. So feel free to message me. I do have a wait list now for my free consultation, Healthy Hormone Breakthrough Session. So follow the link in my bio or in the comments to sign up for that and join the wait list and get you closer to feeling your best. Thank you.